The winner of the Nobel Prize, Tirole, gave a lecture at Uzbekistan University. The topic of the lecture was the most effective methods of management and regulation of large monopoly companies. My colleague Gulbakhor Abdukarimova will tell us more about this.
Economic development has always been a top priority for every country's development. However, this transition doesn't always go smoothly. Today, Tirole, Nobel Prize winner, has arrived to New Uzbekistan University to give a lecture about how to reduce monopolies in the country and how to develop economic sector. Tirole's main idea is if markets dominated by a small number of companies are left unregulated, society often suffers negative consequences. Prices can become unjustifiably high and new companies can be prevented from entering the market.
Most of the economies in the world are actually market economies, so they are run through markets as opposed to government decisions. And that refers to the role of the state in the economy. So in the economy nowadays, the state is there to enable things, to create the legal framework, for example, strong property rights on which you can write contracts, to have infrastructure, to have education both in school but also in universities like this one, NUU. This is a very important role of the state to create this environment. The second point is that the state is not a producer in principle. I know that in Uzbekistan you are trying to reduce the number of state-owned enterprises because usually, with some exception, state-owned enterprises are less efficient than the private sector.
Since the mid-1980s, Tirole has worked to develop a coherent theory, for example, showing that regulations should be adapted to suit specific conditions in each industry. He also commented on economic development of Uzbekistan.
It's very important to actually continue with those reforms so that you do have the combination of the market economy on the one hand and a state which is promoting competition, is building a welfare state, because it's important if you want to have acceptability by the people to also have protection of the people, and some of them will suffer from the market economy, so you need to fight inequality as well. So it's a complex set of institutions, and the governance is very important. Something we have learned over 200 years at least in the West is really that it's a difficult balancing act, and you need the right governance of firms, of universities, and also of government, so as to deliver this efficiency and combine fairness with wealth.
Students of the university also shared what they liked the most about the lecture.
So the topic is very interesting. We are today talking about how to control the monopolist companies and how to put the regulations on this. And I think this is the very interesting topic for our major, because as I have said, our industry is our department is industrial management. I think we can connect this topic to our major, and I hope I'm thinking we are learning a lot of things from this lecture, and it will be impactful for our the future career, I think.
We are honored to welcome the Nobel laureate Tirole. So in this lecture, he gives us information in several topics like how beliefs influence our decision-making, how monopoly market welcome new entrants, how monopoly companies control their markets, and what gatekeepers do in order to keep their place in the market.
After the event, students of the university got the answers to the questions that they were interested in. The lecture covered industrial organization course, technological evolution, including platforms, AI, and the impact of the global firms.